The final game of the season at Montilivi as Girona hosted Atletico Madrid. Diego Simeone's man looking to warm up for the upcoming Club World Cup, of course, having secured a third place finish in LaLiga, whereas Girona were happy to have escaped relegation at the end of what's been a tough campaign for them. Pretty quiet first half in this one. Girona attacking down the right. Yangel Herrera's cross coming out to Daley Blind. A rather ambitious effort from him. Flying a long way over the crossbar. Worth taking it on though for the veteran Dutchman, yet to score this season. Indeed, he finished the season without a goal. Atletico with Antoine Griezmann finding Julian, coming up for Rodrigo de Paul. Excellent block by Yangel Herrera. And then Koke with a try. But again was blocked by Herrera. Behind for the corner. Taken short. Koke working it inside for Marcos Llorente. Over for Samuel Lino. Going for goal, and a shot saved by the young goalkeeper Vladislav Krapitsov, who was making his home debut for Girona. The home team with a corner onto the head of Herrera. And he could only direct it straight at Juan Musso, making a rare appearance in goal for Atleti, with Jan Oblak rested for this game. Musso with a comfortable save. Axel Witsel back in Atletico's starting lineup, playing a role in this passing move, but then saw Rodrigo de Paul and Koke sending it over the top for Julian. Narrow angle, still going for goal. Krapitsov was able to save with his chest at the near post, just covering the angles there, the 19-year-old goalkeeper. Keeping it away. Llorente inside for de Paul. A pretty even first half in terms of pressure and possession. Not too many clear chances. Rodrigo de Paul trying to finish that move. Very ambitious effort, a long way out. Diego Simeone livened up proceedings by complaining a little bit too much about challenges by Yangel Herrera, calling for a yellow card for the Girona midfielder, and in the end getting one for himself. And then a free kick was given for Atletico towards the end of the half. Julian with a deflected shot that Krapitsov didn't deal with particularly well, but was able to just about send behind for a corner. Took a little bit of a deflection on the way through, that effort from Julian. Krapitsov not taking it cleanly. Into the second half, a strong run from Nahuel Molina, finding Samuel Lino. Lino with the pass inside. Picked up and worked to Griezmann. The delivery from him, not a bad one, but just beyond. Julian trying to run in at the far post. Couldn't quite get on the end of it, Julian, as Griezmann made nice shape on the ball. Then Lino again, going for goal, but a tame effort straight at the goalkeeper. But Atletico's starting to up the pressure, really grabbing control over most of the action in the second half. There was a half-hearted penalty appeal as Portu went down in the box, but no question that he'd been illegally impeded, so no action taken by Gil Manzano. Clement Langlais with Portu. Long ball for Lino, driving inside into the penalty area, trying to work his way into a shooting position, but Yangel Herrera coming across. Atletico continuing to take the game to the home team, as they did for much of the second half. Koke with this ball looking for Griezmann. Narrow angle, drilling the cross to the near post, and Krapitsov just about able to deal with it. But starting to face increasing pressure as the game went on. Girona were having fewer moments of pressure, but they did look to threaten on this occasion with Yasser Esprilla. The cross coming in, attacked by Porto, half cleared by Lenglet, and in the end, Viktor Tsigankov couldn't control the ball back across goal from Yangel Herrera. There's Lenglet making the clearance. And Witsel winning it well. On to Julian. A break continuing. 3 against 3 for Atletico. Griezmann just being forced a little wide by his first touch. Able to get it back to Samuel Lino. And Rodrigo de Paul jinking into the area. Lino, deflected shot just over the bar. And there would have been nothing that Krapitsov could have done about that, as it came off the leg of Daley Blind. Unfortunately for Girona, just over the top. Griezmann was then replaced in the forward line with Alex Soloth coming into the action, and quite an inspired introduction that would be. Giuliano Simeone also coming on as Girona made changes of their own. Porto and Alejandro Frances making way with Ivan Martin and Juanpe introduced. Atletico winning it with Marcos Llorente, Rodrigo de Paul, Solo, Julian, Lino, good move. Lino's shot in the end, saved by the goalkeeper. Lino trying to catch him out with an effort inside the near post, but Krapitsov was equal to it. The ball then given away though by Ladislav Krejci. Solo on to Julian. Rodrigo de Paul, and finished by Alex Soloth. A comfortable left-footed strike to grab the opening goal. Atletico pouncing on that defensive mistake. Nicely squared by de Paul into the stride of Soloth. And he was able to bang it home with that trusty left foot. Good work by Julian initially as well. And that allowed another set of changes from Diego Simeone, with Angel Correa and Conor Gallagher coming into the action. More substitutions for Girona as well. Oriol Romeu introduced in place of Artur Melo, who may have been playing his final game for the club, the end of his loan from Juventus. Yangel Herrera also making way as Abel Ruiz entered. Atletico, though, stayed on top. Simeone feeding it on for Solo, and a powerful strike, well tipped over by the goalkeeper. Krapitsov had to react quickly here because this was hit with ferocious power by Solo. The final change for Atleti was the introduction of Pablo Barrios, back from a brief injury absence, in place of de Paul, the creator of the opening goal. Daley Blind, pressured by Angel Correa, losing out to Correa, but his touch was poor, and Krapitsov was able to fall on it. Although in the end, a free kick was given against Correa for that challenge on Blind. Atletico continuing to dominate though. And Julian looking to take on Blind, working it onto his right foot to shoot, fumbled, and Lenglet with a simple finish from inside the 6-yard box. Had to look around at the linesman to see whether he was offside, but he wasn't, and so the lead was doubled. Fired in by Julian, and not a great moment for Krapitsov as he fumbled it. A moment for the 19-year-old to learn from, as he dropped it onto the foot of Lenglet, who simply steered it over the line. And that was a 2-0 lead. Then a standing ovation for Cristian Stuani, the captain and all-time leading scorer of Girona, as he was replaced by John Solis. But Atletico weren't done. Powerfully won by Gallagher. On to Sorloth, and he would do the rest. A thumping strike with the left foot, and a second goal of the game for Sorloth off the bench. The initial work all done by Gallagher, as he won it, strode forward and found the Norwegian, who just shifted it onto his left foot, and how about that for a finish? Pretty emphatic. And he stepped inside Krejci, through the defender's legs. No chance for the goalkeeper. Bang! In it goes. 3-0. And there was time for more. This time, it was Correa winning it. 3-on-2 break. Julian onto Sorloth, unselfishly, and the hat-trick converted. And Sorloth with 3 goals in a little over 20 minutes. Wrapping up this one after the very unselfish work, both by Correa and then by Julian, the two Argentines, making it easy for Sorloth to complete his second hat-trick in a fortnight, and up to 20 goals for the season now as well in La Liga. Very successful first campaign with Atletico for Sorloth. That was the final touch of the season, as this one finished Girona 0, Atletico 4.